All right, let's get down to it and help make you some money, guys. Here's an investment for you, Cerner Corp. Stock symbol CER, and the company provides a whole bunch of different services, extended care, medical devices, workplace health, but it's hospital and health systems. That's the enormous upside. I mean, come on. Have you ever been in a hospital that did not need massive technology upgrades? I'm talking this stuff is absolutely scary. Deaths from human systematic error. It's embarrassing in this day and age in America that this goes on. I think this country is going to really needs to step it up. Listen, we're talking about the only industry that's keeping the pagers alive, right? Now, in the fourth quarter, their bookings climbed to $1.1 billion. It was up 5%. But for the year, $4.25 billion, that's a record for them. Their margins, 22% from 10.5%. That's mind-boggling. The stock broke out technically back in December. I should have hopped on it then. Not too late. In fact, I love this thing long term, and it's even gaining more momentum. I'm looking at $100, and it's closing around 70. I think that's low, depending on how long you're really willing to hold it. It's not necessarily a great trading vehicle, but I love it for your 401k. All right, Matt, what do you think about Cerner?
You know, I've owned this one in the past. I've owned a couple of the competitors. I think if you're looking at the macro picture, like Anthony does, I think this is a niche sector that you can only see upside growth. They recently acquired Siemens Health Services, now expanding more overseas. I love that international exposure. So I think it can only go higher. A bit overvalued for me. Look for a pullback and jump in.
We love Cerner. We did sell Cerner this week, but we sold it just simply, and this is the problem with so many stocks. It's an excellent, wonderful stock, but we made our money, and sometimes we have to move on.
You like this space, though, right, Jim?
I like the healthcare space, and particularly technology in healthcare to lower the cost and advance the state of the healthcare. And a lot is going on in private equity in that field.
I mean, this company is digitizing hospitals, and I mean that's got to be a great growth industry. And I think the fundamentals they're not awful.
I mean, you go to some big name hospitals, some even in New York, and you're laying in a bed, and one nurse comes in with a clipboard, and they write everything down, and then her shift is over, and then the guy comes in, it's his shift, and he writes everything down, and you're like saying to yourself, you know, you don't know the blood type? You've been here for 3 weeks.